Hello, everyone. Hold on a second, let me just make sure. Show us a cat has been redeemed, so we have a little pea baby. Pea, kitty. See that chickpea? Everyone's happy to see you. We love you, precious pea. They love you. We match. We're both orange. Oh, she's been acting so crazy the last couple of days. So, some folks know this. Chickpea has been having a really hard time. We got some terrible news. Basically, she has cancer. And so her behaviour over the last couple of weeks has been all over the place, bless her. And the last couple of days, she's just been absolutely insistent on trying to leave the flat. She keeps going to our front door and like meowing and being like, let me out. And we've let her out a couple of times. Like we've taken her into like the stairwell and the hallway. And she's like explored and stuff, which she's never really wanted to do before. Now she really wants to see that outside world, where she like goes and sit on the windowsill and she stares outside. So we've ordered her a harness and a lead, because it was not that expensive, and we figure like we can I just don't want to take her outside the building without a lead. I'm a bit nervous about that because she's not an outdoor cat, but she could have some time on the grass or something in the courtyard if we get her a little lead and keep an eye on her and stuff. Then we can go out and relax in the sun. She can have a nice little time for however long we've got with her. You're sitting pretty well, huh, Chickpea? Baby girl. Yeah, I'll probably post pictures on Twitter and Discord and stuff when her little lead arrives. We take her outside. Sorry, she's sitting really well and it's just nice to hold her. You okay? You okay, P? She's being so good. She's sitting so well. But I think she wants out. So. Okay. Yeah, there we go. She wants out. Aw, your fans love you, P. Episode 4, Thicker Than Water, which, yeah, interesting title. So some of you probably already know this, but an interesting thing is that the saying blood is thicker than water is actually like a misappropriation of part of the Bible. I don't know which part of the Bible this is from, but the full quote is, the blood of the covenant is thicker than the water of the womb. So people usually say blood is thicker than water to say that your blood relations, so your family blood relations, are more important than relationships with anyone else. But the saying is actually the blood of the covenant, so basically like the bond, the oath that you make to God and to others, is thicker than the water of the womb, so more important than necessarily your blood relations. So the original quote is actually not promoting this kind of like nuclear family like ideology, but actually quite the opposite, which is really interesting. And it makes sense as well because it's like an interesting biblical theme in other places as well. For example, shout out to my favorite book, the Book of Ruth, which is all about how Ruth, a Moabite, marries into a Hebrew family, and when her husband dies, her mother-in-law Naomi is like, you can leave, it's fine. And Ruth is like, no, you're my family now. Like, you know, we don't share the same blood, but you're my family now, so that's it. Also, yeah, shout out to the Book of Ruth for being the gayest book in the Bible as well, because the whole, like, this is my fun fact that I know I've already told a couple of people, but if you haven't read or watched Fried Green Tomatoes at the Whistle Stop Cafe, I would definitely recommend that, because it's fantastic. One of the things that's kind of like a theme in that is that it's like a lesbian novel. It has themes about queer women in like the early 20th century American South, but also about kind of like race and racism and things like that. It's I think that the book kind of explores some of those themes in more depth and is like gayer and explores the like black characters more than the movie does, but the movie is also good. But anyway, this is used in the movie where one of the characters is called Ruth, and it's like a whole thing. And there's a quote from the Book of Ruth, which is where Ruth says to Naomi, wherever you go, I shall go. Your people will be my people, etc., etc., etc. Which is incredibly like gay. And that's from the Book of Ruth. Yeah, Ruth says that to Naomi, and that's used in Fried Green Tomatoes as like this Christian lesbian like expressing her like devotion to this other woman. It's great. Most lesbian part of the Bible. It's honestly really great, and I love the like thematics around the Book of Ruth. I just think it's great. It's a banger. It's also quite short, so yeah. Most lesbian part of the Bible. So they got married is what you're telling me. Yeah, basically. Her husband died, and then she was like, it's okay, because I can marry his mum. Speaking of which, I'm trying to marry my brother's wife, so let's get on with it. Episode 4, Thicker Than Water. When community is threatened from within, Javier manages unlikely alliances for the safety of his loved ones. Things are getting real. Also, sorry, missed this comment. Interesting that they trimmed the quote to make it ambiguous for the name of this episode. You're right. What's thicker than water? Let's find out. Before we find out, quick reminder, we're raising money for medical aid for Palestinians, and I am now in the Twitch chat, !Palestine. That's going to bring up the fundraiser link. Every little helps, really appreciate it. And !BDS brings up the links to the BDS website and Decolonize Palestine, where you can learn more about how to get involved and just learn more generally about Palestine and the struggle. And our goal is £1,750. We're just under £60 away from that, so we're really close. I know that we can do it. I saw it. It's a good background, isn't it? Let's go. Let's fucking go. Also, yeah, I saw all the comments earlier. I forgot to acknowledge, but that was a badass shot of Clem. Yeah.
No! You monsters!
Maybe we'll find AJ.
You're a piece of work. You know that?
I'm so ready to help my baby girl Clementine and steal my brother's wife. And also fuck over these colonizers.
You took my goddamn guts out.
Not sure why that didn't kill him. Shotgun shells are pretty severe. Close range too.
We did it on her orders. I'm sorry.
It is too late for sorry, you backstabbing shitbag.
I'll help you. I'll tell everyone in Richmond about this.
Curious to see how old he is now.
We don't need your help.
I'm begging you.
think it's maybe been a year since the flashback. Oh,
I'd hold it there,
okay.
folks. And I'd consider explaining yourselves.
I'm glad we got Kate out of there.
I asked you to get Kate and Gabe safe, not tuck your tail and run.
They were our family, David. How could you?
That fucking guy.
Piece of shit! I'll give you family!
Okay, alright. Let's go! This game series adapts to the choices you make. The story is tailored by how you play. I also forgot I titled this stream Comrade Clem Against Colonization. But am I wrong? Okay. Yeah, pretty much every episode has started with like a flashback, which is interesting. Ooh, here we go.
Damn it. Strike one.
I'm out of practice, that's all.
Same here. I haven't held a bat since the league booted me.
Well, you got all afternoon to get back in your groove.
Oh yeah. Just holding this thing makes me feel better. You doing okay?
I've been wrestling with something.
Hey! Hey, man, you're Javier Garcia, right? The ball player? Can I get your autograph? If you could sign my baseball, that would be so awesome. I watch you play all the time.
Not now, kid.
Don't disappoint your fans.
No, this is supposed to be quality family time.
I'm glad they kicked you out.
Sorry, maybe I should have said yes, but...
You were saying?
It can wait. I gotta focus on not embarrassing myself in front of a big baseball star. Right now, I've hit no balls. I know I can do better.
Hey, don't worry about it, man. We're just having fun here, right?
Yeah, we'll see about that.
It's out of here. Holy cow.
You just had to rub it in, didn't you? Does talking like that make you feel better?
Yeah, you should try it.
Son of a bitch!
Strike two.
Man, knock that shit off. I'm serious. You just talk. It's annoying.
Jeez, you gotta learn to relax, David.
What do you suggest? Put some money on it?
You know I don't do that anymore.
I still can't believe you actually wanted to come here. If I were in your situation, I'd avoid batting cages forever.
Well, thanks for bringing me anyway. I needed the distraction.
I'm not gonna cater to his ego.
Oh, Garcia's on fire!
I think your ego's boosted plenty. Next time, we go to the shooting range.
I don't really shoot.
But I do. And I'm good at it. Ow! Fuck. God. You gotta shut up. Stupid thing. My arm's throbbing.
He's so annoying. Yeah, he sucks.
Maybe it's time I said goodbye.
Yeah.
I remember I showed you how to play this game.
Hey, grow the fuck up, man.
let this
It's funny, like, he's
superstar
like,
turn
oh,
the thing.
Javi, like, you gotta
Watch
grow
this.
up. He's the one who's gotta fucking grow up.
Oh my god, the crowd is going wild!
I got it. You don't have to rub it in my face. I'm done.
He's just having a good time, and you can't just, like, enjoy it.
David... David, knock off the tantrum. Grow up.
You just can't resist making your little digs, can you? Once again, it's Javi the Star thinking he's better than me. That's gonna change.
What's going on? David, I don't understand.
You don't understand because you only think about yourself. And I'm sick of it. It's been that way for years.
You tried to help me. Yeah, let me help you.
You really want to help? All right. Drive me down to the recruitment office next week.
The army?
My job sucks. Kate and I fight like cats and dogs. I belong back in the army. I had a purpose there. I had respect.
Dude, going back to the army isn't gonna fix what's wrong with your life. You should just, think this through a little more.
I have been thinking it through. For months. Things between me and Kate have been going downhill for a while. But if I left, it seemed like that would be best for everyone. I can't keep pretending this is the life I want. Not anymore. Yeah. There's nothing more to discuss, I guess. I'm not gonna lie. If I go, it's gonna be hard on everyone. Kate may need help from time to time. You can help, right? You won't leave her hanging? I need to know that. In my mind.
I'll be there for them, since you won't. If you want to go, you should go.
Thank you. I really mean it.
We good?
Yeah. We good. Come on. Let's get out of here.
Fucking men.
Buy your beer.
The thing is, Harvey cannot do the thing he loves anymore. Why would you be shitty about it rather than sympathetic to your brother? Yeah, like, he can't just be like, let's have some fun. Like, Harvey genuinely loves this thing. It's not like, but instead he makes it about him. Like, this isn't about Harvey enjoying a sport. This is about Harvey trying to make himself feel better than me, and it's about Harvey being better than me, and he's taking it as an attack on him, and an attack on his ego, and an attack on his masculinity, and, like, whatever. And, like, where the fuck is that coming from? Like, where the fuck is that coming from? It's just projection. I don't understand what it's like to have a brother, but this seems not great. I mean, I have a brother, but I think that sibling relations, gender plays a huge role in sibling relations, and so does age. So they seem to be relatively close in age, and they're both men, and I think that has like a huge impact on the situation. Whereas like me and my brother have a huge age gap, and like he's an older brother and I'm a little sister, and that has a huge impact on the dynamic. And yeah, my relationship with my sister is very different because of the gender thing, and the age thing. And I definitely think that there's some more of an element. I mean, I think in general there's definitely been an element of like comparing ourselves to each other and thinking that the other one has it better than the other one, or one is the favorite, or one is this, or one is that. And I think that, yeah, I mean, but that has a lot to do with our parents and our environment as well. So it's complicated. But I think that like when two brothers are like close in age, then sometimes they can, I don't know, see themselves as like being competition, and then obviously like kind of masculinity and like male ego and stuff is part of it. Like what makes David a man is like this, that, or the other. And I don't think that they really have the same belief systems in that sense, which is difficult to pin down because I'm playing as Harvey, but David is such a like manly man, and you can tell that like his response to feeling like threatened or belittled or whatever is to be defensive and aggressive and stuff like that. And he, yeah, exactly like you're saying, Charlotte, like he has to win, and he has to be in power, and he has to like this, that, and the other. He can't just like have fun or be sympathetic or blah blah blah, because he feels small, and he processes that by making other people feel little, whether that's his brother or his wife. David is the problem, and he also doesn't want to work to not be the problem, so going back to the army is easy for him. Yeah, he's running away. Like, he's just running away. David being older, too, seems to have a part in it. Yeah, that's true. Yeah, I think he's a bit older, and that does seem to have a part in it. But I think that, like, I can definitely sympathize a lot with, like, an older sibling often has, like, more pressure put on them, right? They might be, like, parentified, and they might have the pressures of kind of, like, looking after their younger siblings, or not having more space to kind of make mistakes and stuff themselves. But from Harvey's point of view, like, that's not his fault, and him having, like, a gambling problem, which is an impulse control problem and an addiction problem, and is something that people should approach sympathetically, of like, you know, what's going on with you? How can I help? Like, I'm really sorry you're going through this. Like, how can we work through the reasons why this is happening? And, like, blah, blah, blah. Like, there's no kind of seeing it in that way. And that just really sucks. And I think from Harvey's perspective, he would be like, well, I want my brother to, like, care about what I'm going through, instead of always, like, acting like I'm a problem. Like, he can't be sympathetic to any of my problems, or, like, this, that, or the other. So I don't know, it's complex. I think that throughout this game, I've kind of been trying to get a read on their relationship dynamic and why David hates Harvey so much. And, like, he definitely seems to, like, it definitely seems like he's insecure, and that has a lot to do with it. It feels like David enjoys that Harvey is the failure. I hate to think how he was when Harvey was on top of his game. Yeah, I think you're right. Which just really sucks. Like, it's not a good way to treat your sibling. It really, really sucks.
Get in there.
I let you go. On the road, remember? Can't you help us now?
Of course I remember. It's why I haven't shot you already. That's how I'm helping you.
Joan's making a huge mistake.
No, you made a mistake when you murdered Lonnie.
Hey, everybody just take a breath, all right?
I was just trying to tell them.
And that's your mistake right there. You can't fight everybody. Understand that Joan's not looking for revenge. She just wants order. Cooperation is the name of the game. There's still a way through this, but you've got to let Joan enforce the laws.
You do anything she tells you to do, huh? Go along with whatever she says just to keep your place?
It's not like that. Joan's got a tough job.
Clint will remember that.
She needs all our help to keep this place safe. You boys want to make it out of here. Just relax and trust in the process.
Wow. The law enforcement thing is obviously a lot to unpack.
After I brought you in, after I saved your asses, this is how you treat me? Betrayal? Lies?
It was too risky to stay. I was trying to keep Kate safe.
I had a plan for that. You fucked it up. You have any understanding of what they're doing to me? I'm being set up, and I don't even want to think about what they'll do when they find Kate. I could have found a way to protect all of you. But now? Now you're all on your own.
You gotta still have some friends here, right?
I thought Lonnie was a friend. He turned on me.
And you shot him. Any friends you haven't killed?
Haven't killed you yet. It's everyone out for themselves these days.
We wouldn't be in this situation if you paid attention to what Joan was up to.
I did my best. I have always done my best. Can't say I never tried. I have always given 100%.
Then your best isn't good enough. I'm not perfect, but at least I pay attention to stuff.
Shut up! You're dead to me. If we get out of here, you're on your own. I'm through with you.
Typical brothers, fighting like boys.
You bitch. I fucking trusted you!
Careful! Don't give him a concussion. I came here to talk, not fight. You're not gonna be a problem, are you?
It's giving fascism, yeah. It's giving the specific brand of fascism that we live in as well. Ha ha ha. Fascism is here, folks. Clint, go and get a room with Joan and fuck off. Yeah. I don't know, I'm thinking that maybe, possibly, there's a way of getting through to Clint, but I don't know. Well, you weren't gonna protect Harvey, so what are we even doing here? Yeah, he's just a prick.
I just want a calm discussion between us.
I won't be a problem if you let us go. In fact, I may even be friendly.
I'm sorry. I can't do that. But I like what you're trying to do.
Joan is amused.
People had concerns about me coming here after the way you murdered Lonnie, David.
But I know what the real danger here is. And you need to hear about it.
If you know there's trouble out there, just tell us.
I'm getting to it. Those raids were unfortunate, but necessary. The real danger was another long winter.
I should have been told about this.
David, you remember how many friends we lost last year. I couldn't bear to see it happen again. Tomorrow morning, I'm gonna call for a gathering in the square. The people deserve to hear a full explanation of your arrest.
And then?
Then you'll be replaced as head of security. No one's above the law, David. Not even you.
I know the laws, Joan. You're the one breaking them.
This place could have been something. Something good.
Oh, well, no, I
This
wouldn't
place
say
needs me
that.
to keep it safe.
You set me up. Everyone's gonna see through your lies.
I did what I had to do to keep the people of Richmond safe. They're going to see that. And they'll also see that the biggest threat to them right now is you.
Bullshit!
I understand you're angry with me, but let's talk about it in private. Bring him with us.
Okay, well, I'm gonna try and ditch David if that's something that I have the opportunity to do.
Screw this. Gotta get out of here.
Yeah.
No time to rest.
Okay. What do we got here?
That doesn't look very sturdy. Huh. That pipe looks loose.
She doesn't deserve the Claire from Bon Appetit white woman grey streak. Okay, who knows what we're gonna do with that, but can't hurt to have something.
Been a long time since I hit the showers. Ooh, and I could use one. Too bad there's no running water in here.
But she does deserve the Caitlin Moran one.
That's about the kind of day I'm having.
That is also how I feel about Caitlin Moran. She sure do be white womaning. Okay, I guess I can't do anything with that. Let's take a look at the door, I guess.
No one's out there. Locked. I'm not getting out through here.
Let's try the pipe. I don't know how well that will work, but...
That's not gonna work.
yeah, gotta be something else. Okay, we haven't really looked around this side of the room, so...
Nothing useful here.
ugh, okay. Stand on, okay.
I'm not gonna get up there from this bench.
I could move the chair, no? Or the sofa or something. No?
Could squeeze through there.
Okay, what? I've got a pipe. Stool. Okay. Okay, wow. I was a bit like, how are you going to manage the bars?
Javi!
Kate!
Kate!
I wasn't sure how I was going to find you. Then I heard the glass breaking. You're alive.
For now. You escaped the guards.
Barely. We gotta get you out of here.
Take this. Help me pry these bars off.
Javi is strong.
Give it a push from your side.
We got this.
Thanks, Kate. Now, give me a hand.
Yay! We're a team! I feel it's interesting. I feel like I don't know how much I would have liked Kate if not for a lot of these like circumstances and relationships. And but I feel like
I've got this place.
I'm just like, you know, that's it, that's my family.
This way.
That's my woman, you know. That's where we're at. I don't know how to explain it, but
where are you taking
that's just the feeling that I've had.
Place. Gabe's there with the others.
Since like episode 2.
We've been hiding out there. For as long as we can, anyway.
How safe is it?
Safe enough for now, but we should hit the road as soon as we can.
We should probably keep moving.
It's funny, I don't know that you need to be
Where are
that
the
buff to
patrols?
be a baseball player.
They're around.
So
I had some close calls on my way to find you. Almost got caught. But I got lucky.
Thanks for risking it. That took some guts.
I owe you my life. It's only fair.
Don't worry. I think we're even. All clear. Come on.
I saw them take David from the quarantine building.
Yeah.
How's he doing? I can't be his wife anymore. But he doesn't deserve to be locked away.
He was angry. But I think he understands.
I hope you're right. I still feel terrible about what's happening to him.
I'm glad that she feels that way. I think that's...
Hold up.
That's for the best.
I think it's clear. Let's move.
Okay, lead the way.
Oh god. I'm very, very nervous right now.
They're gonna be looking for you soon. It's only a matter of time before they find the room empty. And sound the alarm.
They can keep looking. Because we're gonna be out of Richmond soon.
Not soon enough.
Oh. It's okay, we can do this. I believe in us.
That's Eleanor's place. There's a lot of activity all of a sudden. I don't like this.
Come on. Let's get inside.
It's funny because you see a lot of like the armed guards and stuff, but you don't really see a lot of like people beyond that. And this isn't the only season where that's been the case, when we've seen some of these, like, fascist settlements. Richmond, the New World. That's also very, colonial, huh? Hope. I wonder where, again, like we are in the town meeting at dawn. That seems relevant. Where we are in, like, the United States. The so-called United States. It's an interesting, like, flag as well. Looks like they'd made kind of like a flag based on the American flag.
I've been thinking hard about this, and I really think we should be a thing.
I'm sorry. I don't know if I feel like that. That way.
Hey, buddy.
It's good to see you, Javi. Really. Your goofy face and everything.
It's great to see you, Gabe.
I didn't expect to see you again so soon.
Yeah, well, things have changed.
I just can't do this now.
I guess he told Eleanor how he feels.
Trip.
That awkward smile.
Hey, guys,
Hey!
where have you been?
Joan threw me and David in jail, if you can believe it.
Great. So you gave these people more reason to hate
Come
us.
on, Trip. That's not my fault.
What is going on here in Richmond? You know more about this place than the rest of us.
It's dangerous for us here. We've got to go.
That's crazy. We're safer here. Safer than anyone else.
Tell that to my brother. He's still in their custody.
I want to go save my dad. Right now. He needs our help.
We need a plan first.
Javi.
Make sure it's the way to go.
They will remember that.
The last time you scrapped the plan and got yourself caught.
Fair enough. So we gotta make sure we don't screw this up.
Have you guys even looked out the window? Go look for yourself.
Howdy, howdy, back and sopping wet because it's raining now. Hydrate redeemed in honor of the rain. Thank you.
Oh. Holy shit.
Oh, fuck.
Javi, even if you did get your brother free, you're not going to be able to go.
I mean,
anywhere.
I don't really want to free David, but
Wow.
Gabe is.
As much as I don't
is
want to
just,
be here.
You sure are glad we didn't stumble into that on our own?
Fuck. Yeah. Can you imagine?
Would have been worth risking it to get away from all this. Be able to start fresh, you and me.
That's brave. Stupid. But brave.
It seems like we're in danger
Yeah.
within this place and without. I, for one, would feel a whole lot safer with a few more guns to protect ourselves.
That the smartest move to make right now?
You know, they got me a couple of
That's
times.
crazy.
If we're really gonna make it out of here, we have to be ready to shoot our way out, right?
Yeah, right. Good.
I know where there's guns. My dad showed me. There are lots.
Very briefly, They've got me a couple times because, I mean, you all know me, not easy to get me rooting for a straight couple. But they got me with Lee and Carly because I was like, oh, that's cute. Like, I can root for that. And also, they got me with Harvey and Kate. Like, I'm feeling the vibe. I am feeling it. I'm enjoying it. I'm rooting for it, you know? You're both stupid. Yeah.
I can take us.
So a lot
Okay.
of,
Sounds like a plan.
lot of
We'll get back here as soon
silliness
as we
going
can.
on in this group.
Good
I
luck.
also don't know why Tripp
Come
thought
here.
it was the appropriate time to...
Kate,
Just be careful.
Oh. Yeah, Tripp was really like, right now is the time to tell Eleanor
Look,
that
Javi,
I'm in love
I
with
don't
her.
know if you heard us, but I think I fucked it up with Eleanor.
Yeah, we
we
heard.
can talk on the way.
About that, I don't think I can leave this apartment with things like this between me and her. It's just not
Tripp,
right.
time and place, time and place.
I know you must have at least heard something.
It happens, especially these days. Don't worry about it.
Thanks. Just shouldn't have pushed it with her like I did. Wasn't fair. Too much going on already, right?
Yes,
come on.
you are right
Just
about that.
Give us a minute, pal. I'm sorry, buddy. I don't know what to do.
With all that's going on here, everybody's feeling overwhelmed. Try to wait for the right time. Maybe she'll come around.
Right.
I didn't necessarily mean maybe
Okay.
she'll come around,
Good luck
but
out
I
there.
did want to say, like, just give her some space.
I'll talk it over with Eleanor.
Honestly, just leave her
Watch over
alone.
things
She doesn't
here.
want to be with you.
You've got my word.
Yeah.
I won't let anything happen to anyone.
Thank you.
Javi, come on.
Good luck.
Well, nobody here is feeling the vibe between Tripp and Eleanor.
Stay alert. Be careful. You'll be fine.
Okay.
What's that thing that Stitch
got
says
this.
in Lilo and Stitch? It's like, Ohana means family, obviously. And family means no one gets left behind or forgotten. But specifically, there's that moment that always makes me cry, where he says something like, "This is my family. It's small, or it's not perfect," or something like that, and it's broken. But I like it, or something like that. And that makes me cry every single time. It's at the end of Lilo and Stitch, the first one, when he's asking the, like, galactic armada or whatever to let him stay. It's little and broken, but still good! That's it, that's the one. It's little and broken, but still good. That's the feeling that I'm having about Kate and Gabe, and God rest her soul, Mariana.
Oh, buddy.
I've done this before.
And also these fucking idiots.
You
know?
haven't, Gabe. Not really. Some decisions, you make them in a split second, and then have to carry them the rest of your life. You understand?
What do you mean, Javi?
Not everybody in New Richmond is bad. Some of them can be trusted.
Seems like it's hard to know who to trust.
It's not easy. Even your father got fooled.
Maybe I should have said the bottom one. I don't know. Not a lot of time to choose. Also Clem. Yeah, obviously that's... Yes, of course that is how I feel about Clem.
How do we know if we can trust him?
We can't. But that doesn't mean we can just kill him.
Okay.
We don't want to make any noise and attract any attention.
Hey, I can go talk to him while you sneak inside. I'll distract him. He won't do anything to me. I'll tell him I saw something suspicious. I can do this.
It's a good idea, Gabe.
I can do this. Hey! Oh, hey. I saw something.
Show me.
Ooh, thank you for the follow, Loxy. Welcome, welcome, welcome. If she wants to be, yes, if Clem wants to be part of this family. When we were talking to her earlier, I was like, oh, you could stay with us. You know, we're friends now. You know? I know that she's in that place where she feels like she can't trust people again, but it felt like that was starting to change. She said that she felt like she could trust Javi now. Obviously, her families have fallen apart in the past, which sucks, but...
Told you it would.
Whew. Good work, buddy.
It's down here.
Okay, so we're looking for
The guns are
weapons,
through
right?
that door.
Yeah. Okay. Okay. Whew.
Locked. No time to look for a key either.
Welp. Okay, I'm worried about
Have to do
making
this the hard way.
about making noise, but we gotta do what we gotta do, I guess. Oh, that's so loud! Shit. God. This track, whatever this track is, it keeps reminding me of Life is Strange 2. When it starts. That one track, Long Road Ahead, I think it's called. Yeah, that plays when Sean and Danny are on the bus at the end of episode 1. Okay, Slay. Got our baseball bat back. And fucking assault rifles.
Put these in your bag.
Yeah, we got some AKs.
We've never done this before.
The thing is, like...
We make a pretty good team, right? The uncle-nephew 1-2 punch.
Yeah, we do.
Drop it. What the hell are you doing
Shit.
here? What are you doing with all that?
We're trapped here in town. There's a herd at the gates. No matter what's going on out there, I need to be able to protect my family.
Javier, that herd is the least of your fucking problems right now. It was a shit thing to do, fucking off on me like that.
I know.
Why didn't you meet me at the stronghold? We had a plan.
I just can't be a part of what's going on in New Richmond. The lying and the stealing.
You sound just like your brother. I know he'd want me to help you, no matter what. But why should I trust you now? As far as I can tell, you're nothing but trouble.
Yeah. We need you. A lot more than you need us, I know, but we need you.
That's about the most pathetic plea I've ever heard.
It is what it is.
You're lucky I've got a thing for underdogs.
Ava is convinced.
Okay. You know
Thank
what I'm in.
God.
And it looks like you could use all the help you can
Well,
get.
you kind of need to redeem yourself, Ava.
I gotta grab something else real quick. Meet me by the front in 5.
Okay.
Come here.
Freeze!
Oh, Gabe. Gabe, Gabe, Gabe.
Get away from me!
Gabe, Gabe, Gabe. Fuck. Shit! Shit!
Javi, you're bleeding. Are you okay? Oh my god.
Not dead yet.
I'm so sorry.
Jeez, I can't leave you guys alone for 2 minutes, can I? He's still alive?
Yeah. Just passed out.
Starting to think siding with you might have not been the best idea. Toss Sleeping Beauty in the closet so nobody sees him.
Yeah, again, Ava, you kind of need to redeem yourself for what you did with Clem and AJ. So,
it's really bleeding. You're gonna need that taken care of.
Don't know how picky you can be.
Shit.
No, it's okay. Lingard and David are close friends. We can count on him to help you.
You sure?
Medical facility is right nearby.
It'll be quiet this time of night, too.
Okay, but let's be quick.
God, let's be really fucking quick. I think taking the knife might be a good idea, but... Okay.
Can they really hit targets over a mile away?
Not these, but some models. Javi, it's probably best if Lingard doesn't see these guns. He and David might be tight, but he's still part of Richmond's leadership council.
I don't know if I trust you with
I'll keep watch with Ava.
Okay.
So.
Do any of them have laser sights?
Oh, that guy.
Clem?
Shit, Javi, what happened to you?
Ran into a little trouble.
Wow, that looks like it must have hurt.
I just need to get it cleaned up.
You surprised me. Thought you were someone else.
Looking for something?
Sort of. I know this looks bad, but it's not like...
It's not like what?
Don't worry.
I'm just here to talk to Lingard about where AJ is now.
I wasn't judging you, honey.
Anyway, I can't leave Richmond with that herd out there.
Something tells me Lingard doesn't care what you're doing.
He's been out of it since I got here.
He's alive. Poor dumb bastard.
That's gonna need more than just cleaning, Javi. I can stitch that for you. I can't promise it'll look great once it heals. It's better than nothing, though.
All right. Go for it. But if I lose my arm, that's on you.
Ha ha. You'll be fine. I've dealt with worse.
She has.
Let's see if I can find a needle and thread for that.
We know she has. Oh, girl, are
Clem.
you okay?
Are you okay?
I'm fine. I started bleeding. I know it's
honey.
a thing. I've traveled with women before, and they all had it. What is it? I mean, like, why is it... I just don't understand.
It's totally normal. I mean, it's something female women have. It's, what's next? It's not fun, I know that, but Kate manages. You'll be fine, too.
Manages? How? I'm bleeding.
It's supposed to happen. You'll be fine, Clem. I promise.
Okay.
Okay, I wish I could explain it to her a little more than
I
that.
can take you back to Kate. She can help you with,
Javi, worry about yourself right now. We need to find a needle and thread to stitch you up first.
Yeah, he could be more
right.
specific. I wanted to kind of explain to her a little bit what was happening. Like, I know we don't have tons of time, but, we have enough.
Wake up. Talk to
I'm
me.
just gonna have to give him a slap.
Dr. Lingard? Dr. Lingard? Dr. Lingard? Can you hear me?
Does he look like he can hear you?
Yeah, poor Clem do be going through puberty in a really awful, awful situation.
Wake up. Talk to me.
Slap! Can't feel a thing.
Wow. That guy is really out of it.
Again, I'm not trying to pass any judgment on addicts, but because I'm never about that.
Not what I'm looking
for.
for.
It was pretty fucking shitty that he was saying like, oh, we can't give the drugs to AJ, even though AJ could die.
Cody. Not much left.
But he was hoarding drugs for
Unless
himself.
the painkillers are in high demand.
I wouldn't steal any medicine if I were you. It really doesn't go over well.
Codeine phosphate, that's the strong stuff. I'm taking it.
Well, these could come in handy.
I'm taking him. We need it. Like, what? Clementine noticed that.
Jackpot. Needle and thread.
They
All
have more
sterilized
than
and ready
enough.
to go.
I don't feel bad about it.
Here we go.
Hey! Okay, maybe we can talk to her about it a little bit more because I would like to explain to her what is going on.
Just pills.
Okay, anything else around here that we can look at? No? Okay.
Hey, this is just what you're looking for. They help you handle it.
Harvey, for the love of God, can you please
Kate'll take care of you.
be more specific?
Think I remember how to do this.
Clementine is grateful. God, men are so...
Okay, hold still. Try not to breathe.
Look, I know I'm probably not the best person to talk to about that stuff before.
You weren't that bad. Thanks for, you know, being here.
Basically, all this means is you could become a mom, if you wanted.
Funny. I already felt like a mom. Jane said I was more of a mom than she'd ever be.
Oh. Oh, I just want to give her like a bone-crushing hug.
Literally and figuratively. At least this is the last of them. From here on out, we have housed to ourselves. Sounds nice, right? Now we just need some disinfectant. Get that smell out of there once and for all.
It'll do for now. Feels good to have a roof over our heads at least.
Geronimo. Carver got what was coming, but just look at him. It takes a fucking monster to do that.
Oh God.
Kenny and Carver deserved each other.
I don't really
Both
want to...
crazy pieces of shit. No good to anyone.
I don't really want to...
The world is better
talk
without
shit
them.
about this. I don't... None of those dialogue options are really what I want to say.
Let's get out of here. Never want to look at that sick fuck's body
Jane
again.
noticed your silence.
Here, take a load off. I've got the little goofball.
Listen, Jane.
I'll never get used to this. I just don't have that motherly instinct you've got.
I feel like Jane like has a lot of guilt about what happened, that she wants to be absolved, but like isn't really like properly acknowledging what happened and how fucked up it was, and like yeah, I don't know. It's like she has a lot of guilt, but instead she kind of reaches towards like over justifying it, and instead of really like understanding what she could have done better and apologizing for it and trying to properly make things right with Clementine. I don't know. Also, this whole thing about motherly instinct and whatever is quite interesting. Ooh, nice. It is a wild thing to say to a kid, yeah. I was thinking saying like, oh, I don't have that motherly instinct like you have, and you're a grown adult and this is a child, is that's a bit messed up, because, you know, whether or not you, I think this is the thing, right? So like circumstances and context are really important to this, but like obviously we have a lot of conversations about how like women should not be defined by motherhood, and that's a really important conversation because of how, you know, we live in a patriarchal world and society which traditionally constructs gender here in the West, and then it's imposed that on many other parts of the world through a binary gender system where like what a woman is, it like is cisgender and heterosexual, so has the capacity to give birth to a baby and be a mother to a baby in the biological sense, and then what a man is like a cisgender man, so like etc., right? Like that gender binary model is all about kind of like perpetuating like patriarchy and white supremacy, and within that model, women, like cisgender women, people who are like gendered as women, categorized as women through that binary system, as cisgender women, because obviously there's a lot of other nuances to get into there, but they experience pressures, right, to give birth to children and to be mothers to those children, and obviously not everybody wants to do that, but part of compulsory heterosexuality is the kind of coercion to do that. So it is very important for us to be like, okay, not everyone who is able to have a baby wants to have a baby, let alone not all women have the capacity to have a baby, either because they're like, you know, infertile for whatever reason, or because they're like a trans woman or someone who, or an intersex person who for whatever reason are not able to have children, let alone that. But if it's a capacity that you do have, then you shouldn't have that pressure on you. And we all know that like cisgender women who are forced to have children, let alone thinking about how it affects like trans people who have the capacity to have babies, and are kind of forced into that situation, but that they hold a lot of resentment, and it makes families really toxic and unhealthy and stuff as well as being bad for the woman herself. It's bad for children and the whole family dynamic, etc. So someone being able to say, I don't want to have children, and that's fine, is something that's important for us to normalize. That is a thing, right? But if you have children, or you're in a circumstance where children require care and you're the person around to give them care, then that is quite simply the right thing to do. So these circumstances that they're in, like, because I mean, this is part of the problem with like choice feminism, is that it doesn't factor in how like many people aren't able to make choices freely about whether or not they have children, right? And that manifests in a lot of ways, and compulsory heterosexuality is one of those things. So often in, like, if we're talking about our society, our world, often we're like, yeah, a woman has a right to choose to have a baby or not to have a baby, but we don't have a conversation about, like, okay, how many cis women are think that they want to have children, but might not understand that it's like compulsory heterosexuality that's made them think that that's what they want and that will make them happy, but maybe it's not, right? And all sorts of levels, dimensions to that. But in this situation where Jane, maybe she doesn't like feel like she wants to be a mother, like have that motherly instinct, whatever that is, that's a whole other conversation about like what women naturally are or men naturally are, and that's a whole issue in and of itself. But she's in this situation where these two children need someone to look after them. And it's not just AJ, it's Clementine. Clementine is also a child, and she needs someone to look out for her. And not just physically, which Jane is very capable of doing, but emotionally, which Jane not only struggles with doing, but doesn't really want to do. She doesn't want to be like, okay, the right thing to do in this situation is to look after these kids, and I have to step it up. It's not about like what I want anymore, because it's the right thing to do. Sorry, sometimes in life we have to make sacrifices to do the right thing, and that's just, life is not all about like, you know, in scenarios like this, it's not all about like what you want and fulfilling your desires. So that's like my feeling about this situation. If Jane was in other circumstances where she could be like, I don't want to have children, I don't want to do any of this, and that was fine and that didn't affect anyone, then cool, chill, Allah Mac, you know? But she's not. So she needs to step up her game, and she has a bit, but not enough. Certainly not enough for Clementine, who also needs that care. You know, Clementine is like, she doesn't even understand that she's going through puberty right now. Like, that's the point that we're at with like the complete lack of care that she's getting. She doesn't know that she's going through puberty, and she's a 14-year-old mother on her own. And it's just not okay. It's just not okay. It's just not okay. I'm really curious about what these scenes would have been like with Kenny, though. Because I'm sure that Kenny would have been shitty in his own fucking way.
Come on, we can get out this way.
Oh, thank you for the donation, Evelyn.
No.
Oh, that has put us at £1,707.87. Thank you so much. So we're less than £50 away from our goal now. Really, really appreciate it. I've seen the scenes with her alone, but not with Kenny. Oh, I'm curious about those as well.
I was pretty worried about you back there. But I guess I didn't need to be. You had things handled. Like usual.
That's because I learned from the best.
I'm glad you're okay. If only Rebecca could see you two together. You guys don't even need me.
Jane.
You just get in the way.
Jane.
You're more than capable on your own. You proved that back there.
You're family. We're all family. Rebecca would feel the same way.
Thanks, Clem.
Go on, take him.
She will remember that.
He wants his other mom.
Thanks, Clem.
We'll always have each other. As long as we have that, we'll be okay.
How's what happens now? Oh, Jane. I do feel for Jane, but I just... She just kept letting me down, you know? I wanted her to wanted her not to. Clem.
Whoa there, Clem. It's just me.
It's interesting because you see how Clem struggles to take care of AJ and do other things and like hunt by herself because she only has two hands.
What the hell do you want?
Yeah.
I know how pissed you are, Clementine.
It's too much for any one
Spitting
person,
on David
let alone
really got that message across.
like a 14-year-old.
Believe it or not, I'm actually sorry about what happened. It wasn't easy for any of us. You have to believe that.
You're sorry?
I know how much you must be hurting right now. But
If you were really sorry, you'd give AJ back.
I promise you, it'll get easier.
No, fuck you, Ava.
Look, it's not much, but... Here.
She has a like thing on her hand that says AJ. I'm wondering if that's a tattoo or if it's something else. It looks like a tattoo, but...
David wanted you to have that. AJ drew it just after you... It calmed him down. We just thought you'd want something to remember him by. Listen, it's dangerous out
Fuck
here,
you.
and right now, you're hurting. Whatever you do, you can't let what happened get to you. You need to keep a level head. Plan for after that. You're strong, but that won't get you far if you don't know what you're doing.
I'll keep fighting. You guys gave me no other choice.
It's not time for that anymore, Clem. Your focus has to be on you now. That's all you can do. For me, staying alive has always been about finding people I could trust as much as they trusted me. That's what the new frontier has been. A silver lining. Made me feel worth a damn. Kept me going in the worst of times. You'll find yours. I know you will. Someone, or something.
You people stole mine. You know that.
You'll just have to find something new that...
Shut the hell up!
Yeah, for real.
The first time we met, right here, surrounded by absolute hell. You and AJ were a light in the darkness. Hope for a better world. That's who you are. Promise me you'll
The
never lose that
audacity.
light. Please. It's what makes you special, Clem.
Just go away already.
Okay. Okay. I should get back before anyone notices I'm
The
gone.
fucking audacity.
Remember to keep the focus on you now, Clem. And when you need a little extra support, there's an old airfield about 10 or so miles south of here. Prescott. There are good people there. I'm sure they'll help you out. I'll miss having you around, Clem.
Are you leaving or what?
I hope the best for you out there, kid. I really do.
Absolutely fucking not entertaining that at fucking all. No, the audacity of her to say half of that shit.
That's what keeps me going. There's things I have to stay alive to do.
I think it's a tattoo I remember in the first flashback Jane gave it to her. I don't remember anything, clearly. So thank you for reminding me. Imagine stealing her child and then being like, you have to find a new reason to keep going. Ooh-woo. Fuck her. Being hot will not save her.
So, What do you think? Think I'm getting better.
I owe you one.
Add it to the pile.
You coming?
I still have to ask Lingard about AJ.
Hello, Clementine.
God. This fucker.
Javier. Thought you were rotting in a cell with David. There any chance he got out too? I hate to think about what Joan might do to him. Despite all her pleasantries, she's a cruel bitch.
Joan took him before I got out. I haven't seen him since.
That poor bastard. He's not getting out. Guess there's only one sure way to get away from Joan these days.
Why do you care if David got out? He deserves what's coming to him.
If you think that, you don't know David.
I know he's the reason I lost
Yeah,
AJ.
you fucker.
When AJ recovered, David was the one who stepped up.
I'm not gonna feel bad for him. He stole her
You say
baby.
that like it's a good thing. I really doubt he was a
Oh my god,
positive
when he
influence.
stole her baby, he looked
David's
after
the
him.
reason the kid's better off now than he's ever been.
Oh, fuck
You can
you.
be as mad as you want about how things panned out.
Clem can be the judge of that.
She doesn't need to be.
Clementine will
As a
remember that.
doctor, I'm telling you, he's in better shape now than when I first saw him.
That was because he was sick. He would have stayed sick too if I had listened to you, Doctor.
I stand by what I said.
If David's taken such good care of him, why did he tell me to ask you where AJ is?
That's what this is about, then. You want to know where the boy is?
Obviously, you fucking idiot. The fuck is up with this guy?
What do you want?
I just want to die. I want you to inject this into me.
Why don't you do it yourself?
I can't. I'm a fucking coward. When your brother found me, he got me to care about everything I'd given up on. My life. Other people. Even this goddamn place. Without him around, I don't want to care anymore.
Just tell me where he is!
Then you won't have any reason to do it.
Can I ask Clementine?
Javi, I have to know. I've been looking for too long. I can't lose him now. Not when I'm this close.
I'm sorry, Clem, we can't do this.
No, I have to. If you won't, I will.
Clem, stop. He's not in his right mind. You can't do this.
Let go of me. I'm taking the deal.
We'll find AJ, just not this way.
There is no other way. Where is...
You can consider the deal.
Ugh, okay, I think I fucked that up.
No! Javi! How could you?
I'm sorry, Clem. I thought she meant...
It's your funeral.
I thought she meant...
Especially now. Now that Joan's rounding up all alleged traitors.
I thought she meant...
Hope she doesn't.
That he needed to stay alive, otherwise...
Hang in there, buddy.
Oh, hey. Hi, Clementine.
Surprised to see you here.
Yeah, Right back at you.
You all good?
Yeah, we're all set.
Let's roll.
Good to see you.
Okay. I think it does seem like Gabe has a crush on Clementine.
Javi, you're back. And Clementine.
Thanks for the warm welcome.
Just surprised to see you is all.
Guys, this is Ava.
Oh yeah, I know who she is. She's got a hell of a punch.
Nice to meet you.
Good to see you, Ava. Oh, hell. You okay?
Yeah, it looks worse than it is. Don't worry about it.
Kate's lying down in the other room for a bit.
So you got the guns, huh?
We got them all right. One for you, and one for you. I saved this one for you.
No, I've already got one. Actually, it wouldn't hurt to have
It's
another.
like a kicked puppy.
Thanks.
What took you so long?
We went to see Dr. Lingard.
At night? I'm kind of surprised he was sober. It's gotta be a stressful job. Looking after an entire community? Can't say I approve of the way he blows off steam, though.
He was definitely not 100% there. That's for sure.
Sounds about right.
I'm sorry,
Why
Clem.
don't you go talk to Kate, okay?
Okay.
The sun will be rising in a few hours. Jones' people know we're holed up here, and they're gonna come looking for us. All of us.
Ah, for fuck's sake.
Maybe it's not as bad as we think.
Fucking figures.
And there's no going anywhere with those things blocking our exit.
They like me, that has to help somehow.
Just 'cause they like you doesn't mean they're gonna like the rest of us.
We're sitting ducks up here.
We can't just wait around here to get shot, that's for damn sure.
Hey, we can do this.
Yeah.
We've done cover jams before, haven't we?
I mean, sure. But this is different. We can't just cut and run. Not with the herd out there. Like it or not, we're fucking stuck in Richmond. Now how the fuck are we gonna put the brakes on this thing?
Joan and her people are going to be at the square, right? We need to bring the fight to them.
We go after Joan, our problems are solved.
Great. So, how do we do that?
It's a good question. Joan will probably have a full security detail with her. She'll be insulated. From us and from anybody in Richmond who doesn't agree with what she's doing.
If there are good people left in Richmond who are against what Joan's doing, we need to ask for their help. If we can talk to the people at the trial, present the case to everyone in Richmond, we might not have to do this on our own. We light the match. The people do the rest.
After we take Joan out,
The
we're gonna
people.
need some way out of this mess.
People
I don't know
power.
about the rest of you, but I'm not much of a runner.
We've got a truck.
Comrade
a big
Hobby.
one, that we used to use for walker defense. It's a little busted up, but it's way better than nothing.
People are gonna be patrolling these streets looking for us. How far away is this truck?
I'll show you. We've been expanding, pushing out further, making the safe zone even bigger. Can't promise you they've cleared all the walkers yet, but that's where the truck's parked.
I could spit and hit it.
We steal that thing, nothing will be able to stop us.
Steal what?
Hey.
Jesus, Javi, is that blood on your shirt? You said it wasn't that bad. It isn't. How the hell did this happen? Oh, you're bleeding right through that bandage.
Things went a little sideways at the end. Gabe got in the way. A guard came after me and he stabbed me in the shoulder.
I thought you guys were gonna be careful out there.
Hey. Don't worry about it. It is what it is.
Gabe noticed
I
that.
thought you knew what you were doing.
You're still alive, aren't you?
I didn't mean
can you
to
take a look at
throw Gabe under the bus. I wasn't trying to say that.
As long as he keeps it clean, it should be okay.
Would you guys stop making such a big deal about it? It happened. It's over. Move on already.
I'm just trying to make sure he's okay, Gabe.
What we need to be talking about is the plan. Oh, I have a bunch of ideas. I want to be the one to go after Dad. Just give me a gun and I'll do whatever. I know the town. I know what Dad's gonna be thinking.
Hey, slow down, would you? You're getting way ahead of yourself.
Who's to say you're even coming along, kid?
Are you fucking kidding me? Ugh, this is bullshit! I'm not staying behind.
He can come along,
Gabe,
but come on.
Take a breath.
He's my dad. I'm going.
It's going to be dangerous out there, and I don't want anyone else getting hurt.
The people united will never be defeated.
Worth it.
True.
It's worth dying for.
Real.
This is more important to me than anyone else. I've got a gun, and I know how to use it.
You're out of control, Gabe. First the shit at the armory, now this? How am I supposed to trust you to do anything? How are any of us? Nobody here is gonna let you be a martyr, Gabe. Your life is precious.
Life is precious? Then how come you shot Conrad, huh? Back in the tunnel, when he came after us, he tried to bargain with you.
I saved your life too, in case you didn't remember that part.
So what? You shot him. You killed him.
What the fuck, Javi? Is she telling the truth? You murdered my friend? What the fuck did you do that for?
He had a gun on them. If I hadn't killed him, he was gonna shoot Clementine and Gabe.
He's telling the truth. When Conrad found out that I used to run with New Frontier, he went crazy. He would have pulled the trigger, no question.
I guess we'll never know, right? Because he's not here to tell his side of things. You made sure of that. Looks like you're a pretty fucking dangerous person to be around, Javi. First you kill my friend, then you get me and my friends on Jones' shit list?
I think you need to give us some space, Javi.
Fuck that. I don't want to see you ever again. Or maybe I'd be better off with Joan. At least I know she wants to stab me in the back. You get the fuck out and you stay gone, or I can't be held accountable.
Shit.
You feel me? We can take care of ourselves. Hell, we stick around you much longer, you'll probably kill us too.
It's not fair.
I'm sorry it happened the way it did. Really. Conrad wasn't a bad guy. The situation was just fucked. We better go get that truck.
I'll, get my stuff. Then call you on the walkie when I see things getting started in the square.
I want to be obviously I've been trying like hard to like cut Gabe a lot of slack, but that was just like, are you fucking serious? Come on, kid. Time, like, you can be mad and you can work through your emotions. That's fine. But why would you have said that?
Clem, you come with me to get the truck. Gabe and Kate, you guys hang back here. Be ready for anything.
God. Okay.
I see what's going on. You're punishing me because I told everyone what you did, right? Screw that.
Not everything is.
I'm going to get the truck.
Everything is not about you, Gabe.
You stay behind and keep watch.
Keeping watch is an important job too.
Not as important as getting that truck.
Hey, Gabe. Come on. I need you to watch my back on this one.
Yeah. Okay.
Clementine is like, that idiot has a crush on me and I will use it to my advantage.
Gabe and I will be fine back here.
Clement, no, I'm gonna be so real right now. She is me for real, because I'm not gonna act like my lesbian ass has never like been able to tell when a guy like liked me and like taken advantage of it. She's so real for that. That's lesbian behavior. Girl boss, weaponize that. Slay, Clem, slay. You guys are right. You're so right. It's so funny.
This looks like one of the areas Richmond is expanding into.
Oh, God. Talking to Gabe is not gonna work right now, so let's just get on with it. Clem can have a little manipulation as a treat. It's for the greater good.
Locked. We can't catch a break. Muertos would probably rip this old truck apart in seconds.
That was diffused so fucking fast too. Yeah, I'm thinking based on she's a pro, and it is lesbian behavior, to be honest. I'm gonna be so real. I feel that they are setting up that in the final season, where I am aware that there will be a male and female romance option for Clem. I think that Gabe is going to be a love interest, and then there's going to be a girl. And I know that we're not there yet, but this is certainly going in the bank for the future sexuality discourse. It's certainly going in the bank. That's all I'm saying.
Gotta be careful. Any more muertos pushing, and those boards won't hold up.
She's a pro. She's a pro.
This thing looks like it moves too slow for an escape.
It reminds me of Max using Warren to her advantage. Yeah, for sure, for sure. It's lesbian behavior as fuck.
Guess they'll be using that for construction once they've cleared this area.
Affectionate, yeah, of course. We stan a lesbian queen using men who like her to her advantage.
What's going on?
Thanks.
For what?
Helping out with Gabe. He's having a rough time.
Yeah, we all are. I'm just doing what I can.
Let's keep looking for that truck.
I love her.
You got it.
I love her. That's my lesbian daughter. Okay. Might be in here that we're supposed to go.
There it is. Let's go. What are the chances?
I'd say about 50-50.
Smartass.
It's so interesting as well because, like, of the way that she talks to Harvey like a peer, and she, like, her interactions with Gabe are
early risers. Come on, we gotta hurry and finish before more people wake up.
What are we
more like she's, like, managing him.
We can't start the engine, not without attracting a lot of attention. Kate, you steer. The rest of us are gonna get behind the truck and push. See if we can't get some distance between us and them.
Listen, she's a mother. She's gonna find a girl with eldest daughter baggage who's gonna be a mother with her. That's what's gonna happen. And they're gonna be teen moms together. And that's the life that Clementine is gonna have. And then obviously she's also gonna have this family.
Turns out you needed me after all, huh? I'm just saying, I know you didn't want me to come along. If I'd stayed behind, maybe we wouldn't have been able to get the truck.
I'm glad you were here, okay?
At least you can admit it.
God, you're a kid.
Yeah. Well, it turns out you're pretty useful when you actually follow directions.
Clementine is so...
Don't think those guys will be able to hear the engine all the way over here. I put it in neutral. Couldn't find an ignition key in there. Guess you'll have to hotwire it. Try not to shock yourself.
Shit. I'll need something to strip the wires.
They left all their supplies lying around. Bet there'll be some tools out there somewhere.
Just try to hurry, okay?
Yeah, dude, chill out is right. He does really need to... just like get over himself for 1 second. Like, obviously there's space for his feelings, like he's going through a lot and he's got a lot to like work through and process, but also like he needs to put some work in. Nice. Like, if he wants to, because I want to be clear. Like, I think that I have been doing my best to like try to like give him space for his feelings, but also space to be like, I'm going to put my trust in you, Gabe, because you want me to trust you. So I'm going to trust you. And obviously he's gonna make like mistakes from time to time, and I've tried to be like, okay, you know, you made a mistake, it's not the end of the world. But he is not like, he's so like defensive and so insecure that like any little element of like being like you know, maybe even though it's not like the end of the world that you made a mistake, maybe you need to like learn from the mistake. And also trust is like a two-way street. So I'm trying to put trust in you, but you also need to like, you know, you need to live up to that. Because I know we've talked a lot about how like you need to, like, children are people. Wow, shocking. Children are people. And you need to treat them like people. But like with any other person, it's like you can only, there comes a point where they're starting to take the piss, and I feel like I'm reaching the point with Gabe where there are a couple of moments where like I'm like, come on, I'm trying really hard here, and you need to try a bit more, you know?
Almost there. Keep an eye out while I get it started. Okay?
I don't have like bad feelings about him or anything. I just want to be really clear about that.
Clem and I will look out for walkers.
He just needs to.
Okay. Here goes.
He really needs to appreciate people a little bit more.
Wire cutter should help with this.
Ignition wire, battery wire, starter wire. Okay, I don't know anything about any of this, so
gotta connect the battery to the ignition.
Right, okay. So I cut the ignition and the battery and I hook them up.
Let there be light.
Is this how you hotwire a car?
Oh shit.
Hurry up.
I don't really understand what the starter wire is, but...
Don't get electrocuted. Don't get electrocuted. Hey, let's go, now!
Let's go! Did it.
The square's a couple of blocks away. This is a good place to wait.
Do we have enough gas?
I'm not about to turn the engine off again.
What now?
We wait for Ava to call us on the walkie.
So, nothing for us to do but sit and watch the sun come up.
Well, I know we've got something important to do. I'm teaching you to play euchre.
That's not a real thing.
It's a card game. Come on, it's fun.
It's nice to be driving around with a couple kids in the back seat again. Really takes you back, doesn't it? Just you and me and Gabe and Mari.
You're right. This is nice. If I just close my eyes, we're right back where we were. All of us together.
Do what I do. Try to think about the nice stuff. Not everything that happened after.
Gotcha.
Oh, come on. That's not even a good rule.
Still gotcha.
Guess he stopped playing it cool with her. In case you haven't noticed, Gabe's got a little crush on Clementine.
Oh, God.
He likes her. You get it?
Well, okay, I sort of am.
Okay, so I'm gonna deal in the pile in the middle.
I like it. Love is optimism. It means he's still hoping for something better.
Yes.
I like that. It's so normal, you know? Like, as crazy as things get, as terrible and tragic and just plain stupid, there's nothing more wonderfully ordinary as two kids falling for each other.
Okay, don't...
Not that they're there yet, but to feel something that intensely for another person, kind of like the best drug there is.
Hey, the falling in love is the easy part.
It's the staying in love part that'll really mess you up. It's unfair, that's all I'm saying. That they're feeling what they're feeling right now, and when that sun gets a little higher, it's right back to the fight. I just wish he could have had a childhood, you know? I wish I could have given them that. Him and Mari, both. They deserved better than this.
Now, you did the best you could, Kate. You kept this family alive as long as you possibly could. It counts for a lot.
I hope you know, Javi, having you there with me, right by my side, all this time, that's what made the difference. You're so sure of what you're doing all this for. You didn't run away. You could have. But you didn't.
I'm here so I can set an example for people. For Gabe especially. Someone to be proud of. Someone who sticks around.
I get it. There's no graceful way to say this, so I'm just gonna say it. I know we've had moments, you and I. And they're always a little hot, and a little confusing, and maybe some of them haven't meant anything at all. But before whatever happens tomorrow happens, I need you to know, whatever this thing is between us, I want to give it a chance. And I know the fact that David is back in our lives now makes this whole thing a little more complicated, but do you feel the same way? I'd really like to know.
Let's go for it. We gotta try, right?
Oh my god, really?
Really.
So are we gonna... Okay. Yeah. Shit. We're doing this.
Yay! Okay, sorry. I was feeling the vibes and I wanted to play that conversation out. But there's a lot to talk about some of the things that she was saying earlier, and then yeah. This is loaded like amatonormativity and heteronormativity. Yeah, for sure. I think that, you know, Gabe clearly does have a little thing for Clementine. I don't know from what we've seen that it's necessarily like reciprocated, but it is nice for her to have someone her age that she can kind of just hang out with. But what she was saying, and we've kind of hinted at it like a lot throughout this playthrough, but it's something that like straight people just do all the fucking time, right? They like assume they make the assumption that like, oh, a boy and a girl are hanging out and they're having fun, so they must fancy each other. But then I think as the conversation progressed as well, she was definitely like kind of projecting that, and that was kind of part of why I was letting it play out, because I knew that it was going to become a conversation about her and Harvey. And yes, so that's kind of why I just wanted to let it play out. Clem has given no indication that she feels that way. She's just being nice to Gabe. I completely agree with you. And I know that you know this, Faye, lesbian solidarity. As a lesbian, I mean, I know that a lot of women know this full stop, like, period. But it is different as a lesbian specifically, because specifically as a lesbian of, like, there's no scenario where, like, there's no scenario where, like, I like a man back, but people are always going to be interpreting me being nice to a man as like flirting with him or liking him back. And it's kind of crazy because I'm always like, I mean, no wonder I have so many fucking issues with like so many things. We're not going to unpack that, but with flirting and stuff like that in particular, because it always seems to me that straight people, particularly men, think that flirting is like just being nice, And for a lot of women, point blank period, regardless of your sexuality, like, you are nice to a man because if you're not nice to a man, then he could be aggressive and violent, because that's the world that we live in, you know? And it's so... I know that that's frustrating for everyone, regardless of your sexuality, but obviously straight and bisexual women they fancy men sometimes, so sometimes there's a desire to like, oh, like, I like him back, or, you know, I want to try going on a date with him or something like that, and I never have that feeling, never ever, never ever have that feeling. So every single time that I'm in this situation and a guy is being nice to me, and I'm like, oh, well, he's being nice, so I'm just going to be nice back, and maybe we can be friends. And there were so many fucking situations where that's interpreted as flirting, and, like, they want to hook up and stuff. And no wonder so many guys, like, have shit fucking gaydar when it comes to lesbians, and they end up falling in love with a lesbian just because, like, a lesbian is being nice to them, and it's a whole thing. It's a whole thing. But, I think that a lot of that is, like, why... I guess, like, a lot of what was happening, I was reading is like, oh, this is very familiar to me. And I think that that's not necessarily an exclusive lesbian experience, because obviously, again, women, point blank period, are going to have times where that happens to them. But the specificity of the lesbian experience is that it's every fucking time, because there's no point where I like the guy back or want to date the guy or have sex with the guy. And I am a lesbian who's had sex with men and who's hooked up with men in the past. And I know now, and especially when I think back to how I was feeling in those moments, that I was not feeling it. Like, I never ever was feeling it or enjoying it. It was always for some other reason. And also it was just easy because there's like a social script. And part of that is like, yeah, men just think that a woman being nice to them is flirting. Anyway, I think that also, sorry, just a final note on that is like, what we're talking about is compulsory heterosexuality, right? So it's not just heteronormativity, it is also compulsory heterosexuality in a sense, because comphet is about like the various social pressures, systemic and structural social pressures that pressure you into being heterosexual, and some of those social pressures come from all of the people around you being like, oh, like, you and that boy are getting along really well, do you like him, do you fancy him, it seems like you fancy him, you must fancy him. And like, especially when you're like a young girl, then you're like, oh, I guess, is that what's happening? Because apparently that's what's supposed to be happening, and that's what people are telling me this is, and, you know, and then later on in life you're like, nope. Yeah. I'm scared that Kate is going to die with her talking like this. Yeah, I was also feeling that too, but then I was trying to be like, just take the moment for what it is. I feel like since episode 2, I've been like worried that Kate is gonna die, but now I'm really worried that Kate is gonna die.
You do realize we're gonna have to have a weird conversation with David, right? It's the right way to play this. He already got the sense I was pulling away. I just want to be able to tell him in person. It'll feel better that way.
I hope he can handle it. I know he's good under pressure, but this is different.
Yeah. Here's hoping he doesn't completely flip out. Considering we're about to save his life, maybe he'll cut us a break.
Javi, it's an execution over here. She's planning to hang David in front of the whole crowd. You gotta get over here.
Damn.
Don't bring the truck. If they see it, they'll kill him right away. If you can just get into the square.
Shit. We gotta get over there. Now.
I just want them to be together and live happily ever after with their family.
Keep the walkie close by.
I'm so worried.
As soon as we've got David.
Good luck.
Nothing else from Ava?
Nope. And it sounds like a crowd out there.
It sounded like Ava got cut off by something. Or somebody. Wish we had some idea of what we're heading into. Like, is the whole plan shot? Or did she just have a little setback? I hate not knowing.
We're not gonna know what went wrong until we actually do this thing.
They noticed your
So,
silence.
Let's do it already.
You ready?
We just have to remember, not everyone in Richmond is a bad person.
You're right. We're not trying to hurt anyone out there.
At least not anyone who's on our side.
Is this... Okay, no, this is a bit more of the episode. Okay.
David Garcia has to be punished for what he's
Jesus
done.
fucking Christ.
We can't wait for the others, can we?
For years now, Richmond has been governed by one simple principle. Strong council, strong community. But, unfortunately, the actions of one of the members of that council, our security expert, David Garcia, have put us all
She's
in
lying
danger.
to all of you.
I'm sorry to have to show you this. Truly, I am. But you all need to see.
Damn, not a
Just
public execution.
Look what he's done.
Wow.
He murdered these men in cold blood. I saw him murder Lonnie with my own eyes. Some of the best men I ever knew, cut down in their prime. Is this who we want in charge? Someone this reckless, this cruel?
Okay.
Not if I have anything
Okay,
to do with
we're
it.
gonna get some big dialogue
believe this is gonna
choices
happen.
in a second, I think.
She's gonna kill him.
Ooh. Okay.
She can't do this to him. He's kept him safe.
I think she's bluffing. It's a scare tactic. There's no way she's really gonna execute David.
Are you sure? I hope you're right.
Well, I'm stressed. Yep.
I'd heard you were planning to crash our little party. Why did you come on up here? Show your face to everyone. I'm sure these people would like to hear what you have to say.
Happy to. Been waiting for this all day.
Then I'll try not to disappoint you.
Oh god. Here we are. in the public court of opinion.
I had a very interesting conversation with your friend Eleanor last night. Isn't that right, Eleanor?
What the fuck did you do, Eleanor?
She said you were coming here to rally the people against me. Convince them that I was no good for
fucking Eleanor.
Don't know how you thought you were going to pull it off. Considering it's all of us against the three of you.
And that's exactly what I'm planning to do.
Appreciate the honesty. Which makes this so much harder.
Called it, yeah, you did.
Here in Richmond, people who put themselves before the group don't last long. Bring them out.
Get away from me.
You're making a mistake.
Ava!
Oh no.
I have to be so honest with you guys, I'm so hooked, and I don't have work tomorrow, that I might just finish the whole game tonight.
And sure enough, they picked
depending on how
you
long
really
the rest of this
thought you
episode
could
takes.
ride into town and stage a coup? With our own damn weapons? Something like that? I can't just let it go. You've put me in a no-win situation here, so I'm gonna do the same thing to you. Both of them deserve to die for their crimes. However, Javi, I'll let you spare one of them. Just one.
No!
Hell no!
Joan! Don't!
Fuck.
Not after what they tried to do. You may be guilty of bringing them into this, but they chose to go along with it.
You don't have to do any of this. They know they messed up. They shouldn't have to die for it.
You don't make the rules around here. I do.
Joan, are you sure about this? We never agreed to killing all these people.
It's really up to Javi, isn't it? All eyes are on you. Maybe this will help you make up your mind.
Fuck.
Boys? Come on, Javi. Who's it gonna be? Your friend? Or your brother's lieutenant?
Save Ava or save Trip.
Oh, come on! This is fucking stupid.
You can't be serious. God damn you, Joan.
Trip has to live. He's invaluable.
Son of a bitch.
Javi, what the fuck is wrong with you?
You're not making David happy. But I respect you for sticking up for your own people. Shoot it.
Wait! I said Trip should live!
You did, but there's something else you need to understand. Betrayal.
You can't do this!
Fucking figures.
I can do anything I want. You brought this on yourself.
Wow.
Do it.
I don't know if this is a good look for you.
Wait!
I don't know if this is a good look for her, you know?
Oh my god. They really shot
Yeah,
him.
mask off.
God damn it.
Now, David, it's your turn.
I think this is a bad look for her, to be honest. Eleanor's not gonna like that.
I can't believe this. This isn't how we do things. This is madness.
Stop her, Clint! Is this the process you trusted?
No! Think about this, Javi. You know what's gonna happen here. You ready for that?
We don't murder in Richmond. We exile. That's how we've always done things. How about you take David and the rest of your people and just get the hell out? Go far away from Richmond, and then whatever you do is up to you.
I'm sure the herd outside would like that.
She thinks she's sending us out there to die.
She's counting on it.
Everybody put your guns away. We're gonna handle this peacefully.
Eleanor's shocked Pikachu face. Eleanor has the audacity to be shocked, like, girl, did you not think this through?
Don't listen to them, Javi. They're fucking butchers, all of them. Shoot that bitch. Take her out. She deserves it. If you don't do it, I fucking will.
Oh god.
Let me out of here. I'll tear her apart.
I think we should take the deal, to be honest. I think I'm gonna do that.
We're leaving. All of us. Right now.
I didn't say you could go.
Doesn't matter if you did. This is how it needs to happen.
David? What are you... I don't believe any of you. Take your deal and shove it.
They're liars, Clint. All of them.
One step closer and I kill him. I swear I will.
Go ahead and shoot then. I warned you. They can't be trusted.
Stop a second and think about this. You think Joan will agree to anything you say? You trust her, even for a second. You're gonna end up like your friend over there.
Oh shit. Gabe? Shit. Oh, fuck's sake, David is right. Oh, fuck. Shit. POV, you're trying to de-escalate the situation, and your military asshole brother escalates it right back.
Fucking hag! Get back here! Gabe, I need you to cover me. We gotta make things right.
Okay.
He had to ruin it.
Dad needs us. We gotta get out there.
Gabe, this is a bad idea.
David's not thinking right. What's worth more? His revenge or your life?
I think you're right.
Oh, thank God! Thank you. Oh, I got through to him.
Shit, I gotta help her.
I knew David was gonna do something to fuck this up. I told you what he was like. When are you gonna start believing me? Shit, get down!
I do believe you, Clem.
What the hell is going on over there? Are you guys okay?
Stay away from the square. It's too risky. We'll come to you.
I can't hear you. It's too loud.
Shit. Kate!
It's Kate. She's coming for us.
Shit! Fuck. Kate!
Oh, God!
Javi, you've got to get over there before...
Oh, Kate! Oh, Kate. No. Oh, fuck. Shit. I know, Charlotte. I know. We were right. I didn't want to be right! Did you promise that you would help Kate with the family if David left? 91.4% of players did promise that you would help Kate. How did you respond to Dr. Lingard's request? You and 46.3% of players refused to kill Lingard. 52.4% of players assisted in his suicide. And 1.3% of players let Clementine decide his fate. I wanted her to do that, but I don't really know how. You and 78% of players told Kate that you shared her feelings. Who did you try to save at the execution? You and 41.4% of players tried to save Tripp. I'm kind of surprised that more people would choose Ava because, like, okay, she's hot, but, like, she's not very trustworthy. Trip is, like, I don't know, like, he can be a bit stubborn and a bit of a man about things, but at least he was a lot more trustworthy. I don't know. Did you shoot Joan or take Clint's deal? You and 43.4% of players chose to take the deal. God. Okay. So, killing lingered, saving Trip or Ava and the deal at the end are a bit more split. But most people promised to help Kate and told Kate that they shared her feelings, which makes sense. I really don't know who wouldn't do that, you know? Fuck. This whole time I've been, like, worried about Kate dying, and now I'm like, can't believe it. I can't believe it. Thinking it was coming did not make it any easier. Oh, Kate. I was ride or die for that bitch.